Hello! Welcome to our fourth and final session for the week under the most essential learning competency number 1. Use information from news reports, speeches, informative talks, panel discussions, etc. in everyday conversations and exchanges. Today, you are expected to define and describe the Oxford-Oregon debate. You're also expected to identify the goals of a debate. Be familiar with the format of a formal debate and to equip oneself with skills to become competent in debate. To help you understand the lesson better, be guided by these questions. I'm thrilled to join you all to this activity that will squeeze your thoughts and weigh your judgment. Welcome to the Pro or Op activity, where you should understand each presented scenario and decide whether you approve the implementation of the suggested solution by writing the word pro. Otherwise, write op to show your disapproval. Prepare a short reason for your decision. To answer this activity, please refer to the module given to you. I welcome everyone to our topic on using information from debate. A debate is a formal way of collaborative argumentation by two groups of different stance and beliefs towards an issue but have the same goal: to persuade their audience to accept or believe their position. It is considered the battle of the wits, or martial arts of the mind. Unlike the street debate, or simply quarreling, the attacks in a formal debate is observed as impersonal, rational, and logical. The concept of debate is based on Article 3 of the Bill of Rights, Section 4 of the 1987 Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines, which has something to do with the freedom of speech and of expression, freedom of the press, or the right of the people to peaceably assemble and petition the government for redress of grievances. Let's dig deeper as we discuss the aims of a debate. Number 1. Provide students with the opportunity to think critically, improve their communication abilities, solve problems creatively, and increase their self-confidence, as debate affords training in rhetoric, persuasion, organized communication, and argument. Debate enhances students' skills in marketing their ideas by means of persuasion. It makes them work on good plans to attack and counter-attack situations by facts and logic. Another thing is that debate engages students in writing speeches, information analysis, and in-depth library and internet research, thereby developing their academic research skills. Debate enables the students to win arguments using legit pieces of information, making their statements reliable and valid, which are also attributes of a good writer. Another aim of a debate is to enable students to express their views effectively and to respond cogently to arguments with which they disagree. By debating, the compelling power of the students to gain the approval of others without physically or personally hurting them will be sharpened. The fourth and fifth aims of the debate is to encourage them to take part in a truly scholar examination of the issues facing the society, thereby molding them to become well-read and well-informed about current issues, as well as to encourage them to value truth and to process of seeking truth. Students argue with both heart and mind, driven by their willingness to make truth always prevail. Another aim is to teach them to accept responsibility, to articulate a position using the best of their ability, the available evidence, and the rules of reason, logic, and relevance, while training them to listen openly and recognize always that new information may alter one's position. Just like any other matches, debate demands a friendly competition and the heart to accept faults and respect to all the participants and to their beliefs. The last three aims of debate is that it teaches them to welcome evaluation and accept and even encourage disagreement and criticism. It also teaches them to refuse and reduce disagreement to personal attacks or attacks on groups or classes of individuals. Lastly, debate teaches students to value civility even in disagreement. This reminds us that debate is the battle of reasoning over a topic. It never and should not go out of its boundaries. Participants start the debate as friends and end it as best of friends. Coins, debate has two opposite sides. We shall start with discussing the sides of the proposition or the government. The proposition or government supports the motion. They define the motion and construct positive cases in favor of the motion. The government provides substantive materials and arguments in support to the case and responds to any challenges made to that case by the opposition. The other side of the debate is called the opposition, who negates the motion, who responds to the government's definition. They construct a case in opposition to the motion. They provide substantive materials and arguments to support their claim, and they respond to the arguments delivered by the government. Generally, a debate is classified into either British Parliament or Asian Parliament in form. Presented on this slide is a simplified form of a formal debate in Asian Parliament form, where the blue icons represent the proposition while the red icons represent the opposition. This form allows the speakers from both groups to question opposing views while maintaining their stand on the issue presented. On the conduct of the debate, the teacher may assign a moderator and a board of judges. With regards to the length of speech delivery, the teacher may give a minimum of 3 minutes and a maximum of 5 minutes for every speaker to deliver both of their constructive and rebuttal or interpolation speeches. The winning group will be decided by the Board of Judges based on the overall performance of the group, guided by a rubric if available. And speaking of winning, how does a team win a debate? Here are some tips to sure win a debate. Number 1. Avoid repetition. Don't just repeat your constructive arguments. Beat the other team's arguments and tell the judge why your arguments are better. Number 2. clash directly the other team's responses. Avoid passing ships. Don't avoid what the other team said. Number 3. Avoid reading evidences only. Try to explain and tell the judge why your issues should win. Number 4. Avoid rereading constructive speeches that were already presented. You can make reference by referring to it but not reading it. 5. Don't go for everything. Try to reserve some evidence for a different time. You can put 12 responses to each argument. Reserve other responses for emergency purposes. Number 6. Be organized. Take one issue at a time. Don't jump from one issue to another one at random. Number 7. Do not be a blabbering mouth. Speak quickly, but not beyond your ability. This is not a race. Number 8. Let the judge do their job. Never tell the judges what fairness means or what the opposing team has done unethically.